All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on crypto every day. My name's Austin, and like always, I want to go over the news, but really I want to start on where the price of Bitcoin stands today. And you know what, if I would have made this video last night, I think I would have had a little more of a bullish outlook. We had broken past the $12,000 BTC. We held that for about 12 hours, but then just about a few hours ago, we dropped from 11,600 all the way down to just above 11,000. And it looks like right now we're trading right back and forth between green and red. By the time you watch this video, who knows where the price is going to be? So in today's video, I just want to put this in perspective, because in this last week, we had a hell of a correction going from about 13,000 all the way down to as low as 10,300. And it seems that right now, we're still correcting. But I want you to think big picture, because this is the hour chart right now. And if we take this over to the week chart, despite the monster of a correction we had this week, we can see it right there, the week's about to close and we're still trading green. And you know what? It's not much of a green candle, but it is one. And as long as we stay above about 10,850, then this week finishes green. And if we zoom out even farther to the month chart, we've had nothing but green months since February. And you know what? As long as we can close this month above 8,500, which it looks like we are still very much in bull territory heading into July. So we are still bullish. And as this price changes, as Bitcoin moves, I will keep you updated. But just to add a little bit more perspective from trader, investor, Bitcoin bull, Bob Lucas, we tweeted this out the other day. If hashtag Bitcoin can remain above 10,300 until next Tuesday, then I believe it will be consolidating a few weeks before a move towards $20,000 Bitcoin. If we can stay above 10,300. Now, if we lose that support of 10.3K and we fall below it, then a possible trapdoor opens. I like it. And keep in mind, this is just speculation. This 10.3K, it's just probabilities and technical analysis. But right now, we are right above 11,100, and 10.3K Bitcoin is the number to keep on your radar. So in these upcoming weeks, now is the time to just stay informed, learn as much as you can, and be ready. Of course, this is short-term analysis. If we think big picture, there's some great perspective from Rhythm Trader. The world's GDP is 80 trillion, gold is 7.5 trillion, stocks 73 trillion, real estate 228 trillion, and of course Bitcoin 0.2 trillion. We are so early right now, it's laughable. Hey, let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. I have 5 pieces of news to cover, so let's jump in. Bitcoin investor Craig Wright allegedly cries in court amid his $10 billion crypto lawsuit. So as we know, Craig Wright, he is in the Florida courts right now, having to prove that he's Satoshi by providing the private keys for those original Satoshi wallets. And in a surprise to nobody, he's not able to produce that proof. Self-proclaimed Bitcoin investor Craig Wright reportedly cried in court during cross-examination in the $10 billion lawsuit filed against him by the estate of the deceased computer genius Dave Kleiman. On Friday morning, Wright was captured on a Twitter video as he headed into the Paul G. Rogers Federal Building in West Palm Beach, Florida. This is him entering the Florida court system on Friday. And of course, not everything was open to the public. Wright's morning deposition was closed to the public, as they usually are. However, the courtroom was reopened to the public for the afternoon evidentiary hearing, which began shortly after the deposition. And that's that video. We have some public documents that sort of cite what happened, but the real news comes from the people that were in the courtroom tweeting about Craig Wright. According to several people on Twitter, Wright got very emotional in court during his cross-examination. One person tweeting, Craig was very emotional and cried a couple times during the hearing. She even live tweeted exactly when that happened. Some highlights. Craig was asked, "Are you Satoshi?" He said yes. "Do you recognize the white paper?" He says, "I wrote it." Then he was asked, "Well, why did you leave Bitcoin and disassociate with Satoshi?" And he answered, "My invention was used for bad things," crying. "They created Silk Road and Hydra. It was used to fund child pornography." Another Twitter account also reported that he saw Craig Wright crying in court. Open session now. Craig is on the stand talking about Silk Road and Hydra and crying. Yes, he is crying. This, to me, I mean, let me know what you think, but to me, this is a desperate act from a very sad man. And if he wants to silence the haters, then he could have easily produced those keys. Turns out he couldn't. Next piece. Oh, yeah, and this is the final thing. And how did it end? Well, self-proclaimed Satoshi tells Florida court that he may have lost access to his Bitcoin. That's his excuse. Next piece of news, Bittrex announces a new deadline for its New York customers. So this one specifically applies if you use Bittrex. Real quick piece of news. They have extended the deadline. The New York State Department of Financial Services, they had required Bittrex to cease all operations for New York residents, halting all trading for New York customers back in April with accounts disabled on June 9th. So if you use Bittrex and you were in that area, then your account was disabled on June 9th. They have since announced that they have extended that deadline. Customers who have missed the June 9th deadline to withdraw their crypto assets now have until later this year, October 24th, 2019, to withdraw their crypto assets. This is a small piece of news, but when things like this come out, I always want to try and keep you informed. If you do not claim your crypto assets, unclaimed crypto assets from New York customers will be transferred to the New York office of the comptroller after the new deadline. So if you don't withdraw, you lose. Next piece of news, daily Ethereum transactions exceed 1 million for the first time since May of 2018. So again, another quick piece of news, and I guess everything's in the red today, but before this drop we had in the last 2 hours, Litecoin and Ethereum were the top winners in the top 10. And when we're looking for altcoins that are sort of breaking out past Bitcoin, Ethereum seems to be one to watch out for. This is all according to data reported by the leading Ethereum block explorer Etherscan. Per Etherscan data, on June 28th, there was over 1 million transactions confirmed on the Ethereum blockchain. Before yesterday, the last time that the Ethereum chain registered over 1 million daily transactions was way back in May of 2018, so over 1 year ago. And again, the only significance of this to me is that some of these altcoins are showing their value. As Bitcoin goes up, as Bitcoin dominance continues to grow, few altcoins grow with it. Ethereum was one of them. Litecoin was one of them in the short term. And I mean, I guess simply because people are using the Ethereum blockchain. Something to keep on the radar. But let's keep moving. We have another billionaire putting his money where his mouth is and investing in Bitcoin, which is saying in so many words, he plans to increase his billions by investing in Bitcoin. According to a piece by Bloomberg on Friday, Kravis, the billionaire, who is co-founder of global investment firm KKR and Company, is said to have invested in a cryptocurrency fund offered by ParaFi Capital. The news comes via ParaFi founder and CIO Ben Foreman, a former KKR employee who left Kravis's firm to form the San Francisco-based digital asset startup. So the news is sort of in the headlines here, but like I say all the time, we have another domino falling. And next piece of news, we just sort of have quick pieces of news today. Coinbase's debit card in action. So it works. It exists. If you want to use your cryptocurrency from your Coinbase account to purchase your daily transactions, it is approved. You can go get one if you want it. Of course, there's no better perspective than this right here. Now, with your Coinbase card, you can now get the opportunity to pay 2 middlemen and a crypto conversion fee to spend your crypto. So obviously, what I'm looking for is something that doesn't require third-party middlemen to be able to do that. But you know what? It's a start. Last piece of news, Brave browser is introducing native Reddit and Vimeo tipping using crypto. So if you peruse Reddit, if you like Vimeo accounts, you can tip them with basic attention token. And these features are live right now on Brave's developer preview desktop, but they will soon roll out for the public version of Brave a company representative said on Reddit. In a direct quote, he said, "The features in our developer preview build make their way into our beta and then main on a 3-week development cycle, so they will be in the main soon," meaning they will be available to you soon. All right, sort of a lot of quick pieces of news today. I hope you found value. My name's Austin. If you did find value, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow.